What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins of TsunamiRose.net coming at you live from my little craft room here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I'm really excited today, you guys. I am on a never-ending quest to make junk journal embellishments. This is the whole bunch that I made yesterday. Last night I went in and I made a bunch of these embellishments right here, which are just a piece of scrapbook paper and one of my vocabulary word printables. So really simple. That's what I did most of last night, along with I did a lot of cutting on my scan and cut. I reformatted this ephemera set right here to work better on my scan and cut because it wasn't really, I didn't really think about it when I designed this file. And so now that I'm working with it, I'm like, oh, my scan, this would be great for my scan and cut, but I kind of didn't like make the file specifically for my scan and cut. So I went ahead last night and I fixed it, and I went ahead and printed them out, and I got them all cut out with my scan and cut, these black and white ephemera sets. These are printed, hi BB, these are printed on cardstock, so they're really nice and strong. That's all I really cut on my scan and cut is a bunch of cardstock. So I'm excited to have a bunch of these advertisements ready to go. Today I thought I would do, I'm doing a bunch of things, honestly. So I just did these kind of collages on a bunch of junk paper, a bunch of scrap paper with the advertisements. So I thought those were cool. And these advertisements I actually printed out 4 per page. And some of them mostly are actually 2 per page, and a couple of the little ones are 4 per page. So that's how you can get different size printables, which I like doing. I like messing with that. So I think that looks really cool. Down's upside down. Okay, so tell me if that looks good, because on my camera it looks backwards. So I hope we're okay. Hi, Llewellyn. I still have to get back to you, hon. I am so sorry. Etsy's taking forever to get back to me. I don't know why. I'm going to have to request a phone call. So I apologize about that, huh? Okay, so let's get started. Where did I put those embellishments? I'm just going to toss these into my pile. Hi, Nettie, and God's Desire for Me. Hello, how are you? So today, for right now, what I want to do is put a bunch of scraps together. I also cut out more of my vocabulary words and then the number ones. So these are available for me to use, as well as I spent some time after I finished designing the files and in between doing the scan and cut. This is what I did last night. So I mean, this, if you want to know why I'm a little bit late, this is why I was up late last night, and then at 12:30 I was like, oh no, and then I woke up early, and then at 12:30 I was like, oh, I'm sleepy. So sorry about that. I had to take a nap. I cut out a bunch of fruit labels really small, and these are also printable in my shop. I am doing good, Nettie. Thank you. Lori, I haven't seen you, girl. You won the junk journal, if you didn't know. Congratulations. If you didn't know, you won the junk journal. So contact me on Facebook, please. I know that we're already friends. So contact me on Facebook. I printed out these fruit labels. These are 4 pages on one, because these are normally, they print out 2 fruit labels on 1 page, so you can imagine how small they are. I printed out some of my pastel botanical images, and I also printed out my set of postcards. You guys, aren't they cute? I printed out my set of postcards, really, really tiny. I think I did 4 pages on one of the postcards, and they come out really cute, looking adorable, all really tiny. So I'm excited to use everything today, you guys. I'm hopefully gonna have these these ephemera sets up for sale on Friday. That's my goal. So I really gotta get to work, you guys. So let me do, and I have, of course, my flowers, and I have some scrap paper here that I'm gonna be working with. And of course, my sewing machine. Y'all know I don't really use a lot of glue, at least not in this stuff right here. So I'm just going to be pulling apart papers, kind of just putting a bunch of junk together like this. And then like this, I want to be able to see the music paper a little bit. I do tend to use about 3 papers, but I can try and use a couple more. So I'm just kind of building like a little background, and I try and either make like a little square or a little rectangle. In this case, I made a little rectangle shape. So right now I'm going to sew all these together, and I like using a zigzag stitch. I'm using a very long, wide zigzag stitch because, again, I have a bunch of papers I'm trying to get together. And I try and do it all in one spot where it would connect all the papers. I'm using beige thread, so you really can't see what I just sewed. But there you go. So it kind of keeps all the papers together with one stitch. So that's pretty much what I try and do the first time here. Let me go ahead and grab one of these little words. And for this, I'm going to use a straight stitch on a very long length. And then I'm just going to sew right in the middle of the word. And that's kind of like a little paper collage there with my little scraps. Let's see. Yes, Lori. Girl, you won. You won. Hi, Irene. T Friday 77. Hello. Welcome, welcome. So I think that one was fun. So let's do another one. I'm literally just grabbing all the tiny little bits and pieces that I have left over from doing the last couple of collages. I like that kind of. And then we'll put this here. It's literally like a really trashy collage right now. So let me put these together. Again, I'm going to use a zigzag stitch. And if you guys didn't know, my sewing machine is the Brothers Project Runway Limited Edition CE1125PRW. That's a sewing machine that I use. I have all these fancy stitches, but I really only use like the zigzag and the straight stitch. Okay, so right now I'm using the zigzag stitch at the longest, widest settings I can, again, to attach all of these papers together. You can definitely use glue. You don't have to sew. It's just what I like to do. So now I'm going in with a straight stitch on the longest setting. Oh, you guys want to see the cat, of course. That's my little boy Boo Boo right there. Don't mind him. He's just enjoying the day, you guys. It's a nice sunny day, and he's loving it. Okay, so there's that. It's just kind of messy, but that's okay. Now, let's see what else we can do. I, of course, have an unlimited supply of scraps. I have an unlimited amount of supply of scraps, so lucky me. Oh, here's some, what's it called? What is this called again? This is pattern paper. Oh my goodness, pattern paper. And let's see, that would look pretty here. And then some yellow would make it pop. Just go pop, pop, pop. It's a little bit of a big collage though. Let's see. Gotta keep in mind, can't make them huge, but let's see. Maybe you can just use smaller pieces. I tend to use about 3 papers at once. Could use more, but I don't know why that tends to be like my little magic number where I feel like, okay, I mean, that's layered. It's not too many layers. Not that it matters if it's a lot of layers. Let's see. Okay, I'm putting this together right here. If it slips, that's okay. Oh, and I'm going to use zigzag, longest, widest settings. Daisy, how do you like your new place? It must be nice to have a bigger craft room. I love it, you guys. I love it. It still feels like my mom's house, because I mean it is. I still have to like decorate it and make it more me and finish painting. But I'm really happy. And my space is huge, you guys. But of course, you guys know when you get more space, what does that mean? More mess. For me, that means more mess. So I'm just a messy crafter. I like all your thrifty decor items you got the other day. Thank you. I'm excited to get them up. Maybe I'll call little Rhonda Lee and see if she'll come over and help me decorate, because you guys, little Rhonda Lee's house, oh, you guys don't even know. If you guys, her house is decorated to the T. Like, it's amazing in her house. Her house is amazing. So that's how I wanted. She's definitely decoration goals. So I can't wait to maybe ask her and see if she'll come over to my house. I always go over to her house. I always go to her house. It's time for her to come to my house. So maybe I'll invite her over. We'll see. That'd be so nice, because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so these two like that. And then oh, it's like a red rose. And I can use part of this in the middle. And there's this yellow paper that can go kind of like that. Okay, I'm into it. So let's go ahead and stitch this together. Okay, here we go. Hi Daisy, you've been really busy. Yes, girl, I have been. I've been trying. I'm trying over here. I'm trying to get this stuff for sale by Friday. That's what I said last week. But this week I'm actually doing it. I'm actually doing it. But I think it's fun. I kind of used up all the stuff I had, so I had to make more. So that looks pretty. I like that. Dazzling. Christy. Hi, Christy. Oh, yeah. You're the one that said I've been busy. I didn't say hi. I've been painting my craft room bedroom. Was brown, now turquoise color. I just painted white. My mom had it like a dusty pink. I didn't really like the dusty pink. So I painted it white, and everything looks so much brighter in here to me. So I'm happy. I just have to decorate, and I have to buy some shelves. Yeah, I have to buy shelves because I want to do shelves. I think shelves are a good look. I'm going to keep using this and this. And some yellow. Let's see. I don't think they can be so long. It's a little long. Let's try and almost make it ombre in my brain. That's how it's working out. And let's get the zigzag on there. Okay, we're good. Put the longest, widest settings on so that way it can catch all the papers. then can put little advertisement here. And I'm doing this with a straight stitch, going down the middle of it. I'll probably do 2 straight stitches. And I set the stitch to the longest setting because this is paper and it's not very strong. So you don't want to perforate it. That looks good right there. I like it. Excited to see your craft room finish. Me too, girl. Do you have any advice about a good sewing machine for paper? I honestly like this one. To be honest with you though, like I've never tried any other sewing machine. But this machine for me, I mean, I'm a beginner. Like you can see where the camera is right here. I'm a beginner and this sewing machine has been really good to me. Get the warranty. Because you never know. I've gotten a couple models that really didn't last me long before they stopped working, and it might have been something that I did because at the time I was new, so I didn't know. And if something doesn't work, I don't know how to fix it, so I just take it back. So definitely get a warranty in case that happens to you and you panic and you just don't know what to do. Just take it back, get a new one. I'm terrible, but that's what I do. I've had this one the longest. I've had this one probably about a year now with no problems whatsoever. But definitely get the warranty. And this was like $140 or $160. You can get the the older versions also. They're pretty much all the same. I don't even know what the difference was between this model and the last model. So definitely this is a really good sewing machine for beginners. I can say that as a beginner. Of course, taking my word, knowing that I've never had another sewing machine also. Corn the machine Daisy and I use as a brother. What? April, what? Let's see. Rose. Hi, Rose. Chrissy says I found a refurbished brother like the one Daisy is using. I bought it from Walmart and like sewing on paper. Yeah, I definitely have not had any problems sewing on paper. I've had problems where like I accidentally moved some part on the inside of it, like I did it, and I don't know how to put it back. So that's when I just took it back. I'm the worst. I'm the worst. I know. Let's see. Let's try that together. Maybe just the word in the middle already. Let's see. I like it, but it needs something else. Okay. This one I'm just going to do with a straight stitch because that should work. And I like that everything for this sewing machine you can get at Walmart. If Walmart is near you, because Walmart is near me, I can get the bobbins at Walmart. I can get the needles at Walmart. And I think those are the main 2 things that you need for this sewing machine. So, because you have to buy specific bobbin. The bobbin has to be specific to the sewing machine. So I just get it from there. They carry it right now anyways. You know, they change all the time, but for right now they carry it, which is nice for me. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. My Bernina didn't like sewing on paper. Some machines, honestly, are just too fancy. Honestly, like some machines are too fancy to use on paper. My mom thought I was so weird for trying to sew on paper. She didn't even have any advice for me. She's like, I really don't even know what to tell you, Daisy. She's like, I've never sewed on paper. And I'm like, okay, Mom, thanks. I'm like, can you just show me how to thread the machine? Thank you. I'll figure it out from here. And that's pretty much what I did. Literally just, there's people that have advice on it, especially on this machine. If you look up the model, you will see people talking about it, which is also another plus. Being a newbie, you can just look up the name of your machine, and you can find information on it. Other people have made videos about it because it's a pretty common machine, which is, again, something I really like about this machine. Not that it has anything to do with brother, but there is help out there. It is a pretty common, it is a pretty common sewing machine. So a lot of people have content specifically for this machine or the model right before it. Okay, so that's fun. Let's do some with the fruit labels. Where'd they go? Oh, they're right behind here. Let's do the ones with the labels. Oh. I have to do a little mini postcards. Okay, so I'm going to do some more of these on my own time. I just have a lot more things to do. So I'm going to do some right now. I'm going to do another different kind. Okay, I'm going to be working on this the rest of today and tomorrow probably. But I'm going to show you what different kind of things I'll do with them. So with the postcard specifically, I really just wanted to sew flowers on there. So these are the flowers that are in my shop as printables. So you can print these out and cut them out yourself, or they're in the mystery box section of my shop. I'll go ahead and post a link right now so you can check them out if you'd like. They will also be posted in the description box below after I go live. Let me get the link for the flowers. Again, I'll post the link to the printable after I go live, but this is where you can find the flowers. Let's see, I appreciate your help. Yes, if you're worried about buying a machine for paper, you could just buy an inexpensive used machine. Yes, buy yourself an inexpensive machine. For me, I mean, I'm not like saying it's not a lot of money, but for me, the $140 that I spent on this machine was pretty well worth it. Again, because I have the warranty, I have the convenience that everything is over at Walmart. So for me, it's worth it. And you get all these fancy stitches. You really only end up using a couple, but you get a lot of little fancy stitches, which I love. Okay. So again, this is my postcard printable ephemera set, and I'm just going to go ahead and just sew. I'm going to use a zigzag stitch, and I'm just going to use its default settings. And I'm just going to sew basically this all around the edge. So I'm going to basically sew a frame around this. Oops, my bobbin thingamajig came out. Oh, and one other thing that I thought was really cool about the sewing machine, I'm sure it's like on every sewing machine now, but like you see how this little thing right here is clear? My mom's sewing machine, you can't tell if you're almost out of bobbin. It's like a solid color, so you can't really tell. And I never thought that was cool until she told me, and I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know that all sewing machines have that. So it's really nice to be able to see, oh, I'm almost out of bobbin. It's very, very helpful. So there is that right there. And let me show you where the postcard that I'm using is, the postcard set. Well, I'm really using all the sets for my ephemera packs, and I just printed them really, really small. So I printed like 4 to 6 pages on one. Hello, Rose. Hi, Cornflower Crafts. Love the name. I placed an order with you after yesterday's video. Thank you, Teresa. Too kind. I appreciate your support. It acted finicky at first, but I learned. Yeah. You learn. You definitely learn. It is a learning process. First you learn how to sew, and then you learn how to sew straight. You know what I mean? Like it's a progression. It's a good progression though. I'm gonna just put this little postcard set up like this. And definitely you gotta play around with the settings just have a lot of scrap paper around to test things on. But I was recommended this sewing machine by I'm a Cool Mom on YouTube. Because I think I was telling her that I was thinking about getting that one from We Are Memory Keepers. You know how they have their own sewing machine? And she was like, oh, you know, I heard that that sewing machine isn't the best. She's like, I have this one, and my mom, like, she said that her mom does sewing. And she's like, my mom said that this one is really good. She's like an expert seamstress. And she said it was for the price. She said it was a good deal. So that's honestly why I got it. Because she sews on paper. So it was like, you know, good advice from somebody who has used it and has good results on it using paper. Only thing, of course, is because you're sewing paper, it's like you're sewing wood, right? So wood creates sawdust. So you basically create a lot more dust than you would if you were sewing fabric. So that means you have to clean your machine on the inside more often. And that was a very intimidating step, but I did learn it. And of course, like I said, you can just look up the model, and people online have already made videos on how to clean it and everything. So I was able to just watch videos and learn how to do it by other people. With other people's help, I should say. It's other people's help. I got the We Are Memory Keepers for sewing. On paper, I did not like it at all. The tension was bad. Yeah, that's what some people would say, that the tension. I heard you have to replace your needles more also. I don't know about that in particular. Hello, Monique. What's up, girl? What's up? Okay, so we are here making easy little embellies. Okay. So I'm just sewing flowers onto little postcards. And I am making these embellishments to sell. They should be in my shop on Friday. The ones I got done. I'm also going to put up for sale some journal cards. Tags. Journal tags. Journal tags will be up for sale. I have a lot of stuff, so I really need to package it up so y'all can use them in your journals. Okay, so I'm really excited about that, trying to get them together. It's a lot of work, but we're doing it. We're doing it, you guys. So these will go right here. I've had some people tell me before that they would like to buy my sewed embellishments. So if you'd like, they'll be in my shop. So I'm just trying to make them because I don't have enough to actually put up for sale myself right now. I have enough tags. Oh my God, I have enough tags. The tags are so much. I have so many tags. And then of course I'll have to make some for myself. Because I actually need to make more for my own self. For my own projects. So again, I'm just grabbing flowers that kind of, size wise, they kind of match up nicely like this. I kind of like it like off to the side. Real nice, real simple. And yeah, okay. Hang on, I gotta do this. How many different kind of stitches does the We Are Memory Keepers machine do? Somebody answer me that question, please. How many stitches does it do? I don't know how much that one costs. I know it wasn't the cheapest. This one was, like I said, it was like either 140 or 150. No, sorry, between 140 and 160 is how much this machine was. They had a cheaper one, but they don't sell that one anymore at Walmart. And yes, my machine does have an auto threader. I just refuse to learn how to use it for some reason. I really can't even tell you why. I just it has an automatic threader. I just don't use it. I'm terrible. Can't remember, but not as many as yours. I have an older Kenmore, but I wanted more stitches. You can get it for like $89 up to $120. Yeah, there's an older model. I actually had the older model when I started, and that one was $89. I remember that. Okay, so here's this one. Looks a little messy, but that's okay. Just real simple. I have all these postcards to do. So I just wanted to show you all the different types of embellishments I'm making today, because I did show you the ones I made yesterday. But I didn't show these ones because I hadn't printed them out. They look so cute. They're so pretty. Kate, hello from Denmark. Hello. Hi, Denmark. Sometimes you just don't want to use a self-starter. I know, I'm terrible. I'm so terrible. I don't even want to learn how to use it, and I can't tell you why. It's also kind of like why I don't want to learn how to use like the lighters with the little flicker instead of the button. And I can't tell you why. I just don't want to. Same reason why I don't want to learn how to put on contacts. I don't know why. I just don't want to. Well, I get the machine that says it sews paper when a regular machine can do the same thing. Girl, the same reason why they sell razors for men that are cheaper and then charge us more because they're pink, girl. I don't know. I don't know. Because some people will see the name, recognize the name, and say, hey, they do scrapbooking stuff. I'm doing scrapbooking stuff. Maybe this will work for me. I think that's why. Name recognition. Name recognition, I think. Lots of postcards. Oh, this one has a little strip here. These ones I had to cut out by hand. These are not made with my scanning cut. Oh, my order was for your printing. I hope I did it right. You did, Teresa. I believe you did. I got to get it out to you. I appreciate your support. I believe you did it correctly. I'll look it over. They didn't strike me as strange, so I will get to it. If anything, I will contact you. Okay, so there's that flower there. Now, I have, those are the little postcards I'm doing. Next, I have these fruit labels that I printed out really tiny. And now I'm going to sew on them. Some flowers on them. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I need to print out, more tickets. I need more tickets. So I have been busy on my scanning cut. I've been busy sewing. I've been busy, you guys. I've been having a lot of fun. Of course, this is all fun work, and I love it. So it never really feels like fun. So it's also kind of hard to stop working because it doesn't feel like work. Okay, so this looks really cool, nice and clean. I like it. The We Are Memory Keepers OE was made really for people that just wanted to sew paper, but it does do both. Girl, you're fine, girl, Teresa. Veronica, morning, Daisy. How are you? First time here from Australia. Hi, Veronica. I am well. Thank you so much for asking. I hope you're well as well. I hope you're good also. And hello to Australia. Let's see, goldenrod. I could put a yellow flower behind there, but I think I like the pink more. Let's see. No, I like this more. Yeah, I like this more. That's pretty. I'm trying to get it to almost like frame the fruit label here. But I do see, I do mostly only use the straight stitch and the zigzag stitch. But when I see other sewing machines that only have like 5 stitches, I'm like, oh no, I need all my stitches. Because sometimes the decorative stitches are where it's at though. You have inspired me to take my old sewing machine into service today. Girl, get it, girl. It's going to be fun. You are going to have fun. I'm telling you. I really didn't know it was going to be this fun myself. I was brand new to sewing. And I can't stop now. So it's addictive. Here's another little rose that would look pretty here. Let's do that. Teeny tiny embellishments. They look good. And for my embellishments, I really like to use white or like really light colors or really dark threads. And if you guys are looking for some good deals on threads, you guys, I got a whole, let me show you guys. I gotta get the link for it though. So one moment, because of course, like I said, I shopped everything at Walmart. So I get most of my stuff at Walmart, and everything's cool. You know, I like the prices on everything, like the needles and the bobbins, but the thread is really expensive. And for junk journals, you really don't need that much, should I say. So because you could buy really high quality thread, and that's cool if you want to do that. But I purchased this thread that I got from Amazon. You get 24 colors in the set. Let me grab it. Of course, I don't have a full set because I've been tearing it apart. But I do have more than one set. You get 24 of these really big spools, and that's my affiliate link there. So you get 24 of these huge spools of different colored threads. And these are not the best quality, I'm sure. Like if you're trying to do some haute couture outfit, or you're trying to maybe make a really fancy project that you want to last forever, maybe don't use this thread. But for junk journals, you guys, you cannot beat the price on this thread. I think it's like $20 for the whole set of all like 24 colors. And I believe every time you order it, they're different colors, because I've ordered it. I've had this twice now, and I got a bunch of different colors. The rest of the colors are in my drawer, you guys. But this is a great set if you are looking to try out different colored threads. And at Walmart, each colored thread costs like $4. So I didn't have a lot of different colored threads, and then Irina was kind enough to show me the light on that thread set. So I'm just really happy about it. So I just wanted to show you guys, because every time you order, I believe you get different colors. So do expect that. But it is a great way to get a lot of colors. And again, don't use them for projects that you want to last forever. Don't use them for a fancy project. But for junk journaling, they're perfect, I believe, because I haven't had no problems with them. I use them for my spine, and I have no issues whatsoever with this thread. It's just fine. I'm sure, like I said, it's not the finest thread. It's not 100% cotton. It's not silk thread. But for junk journals, you get a lot of colors, and I love it, guys. I do love it. I like to have options. And again, that the threads, when I told Irina about it, she was kind enough to send me, I believe the first 2 sets that I had, she sent me. And afterwards, I asked her where she got them. And she was kind enough to tell me. Okay, so let's put this going. Collages here. I am going to do some of these with the advertisements. And I still have to fix the listing, and if you have purchased this set of ephemera, specifically right here from my shop, the black and white ephemeras, if you've purchased this set for me before and you have a scan and cut, I can give you the updated version. I just went ahead and put basically a border around everything. I went ahead and strengthened all the borders of the ephemera that was there before, so that way it can cut out with a scan and cut. So I was able to cut these all out in my scan and cut. These were all printed. Some of them were printed at about 2 pages on each page, and some of them were 4 pages on each page. So that's how I got them to be so little. And I do have video on that also, if you want to see. But I'm just going to go ahead and grab one. And I do also have really large flowers. So they come in handy when it comes to advertisements like this one, which is kind of large. So I'm just going to go ahead, and I think I'm going to do a zigzag with these ones. Oh yeah, zigzag's already on. Again, default settings. Another good thing about being a junk journaler and a newbie sewer is that junk journals, they don't need to be perfect. So I kept the first couple of things that I ever sewed correctly after kind of figuring it out. I kept those, and I just put them in some junk journals because, I mean, they're junk journals, so nothing has to really be perfect. So definitely that's a plus. I don't think I can make you a shirt, but I can, you know, sew a junk journal tag together. I'm not saying I'm that good. I love those itty bitty old pics you were using yesterday. Weren't they adorable? I still have some left to finish up. But they were so cute. I love those little photos. I love printing. Okay, so sometimes the big advertisements have the, you know, the bigger things have their place. But sometimes it's the teeny tiny things. They just look cute. But sometimes you do need those bigger collages. Let's see. Like this one's not big enough. I don't see anything else that's really that big. So we're going to put 2 of them together. So now we kind of made a little collage right there with 2 flowers. That looks pretty. I seem to lean towards little junk journals. That's one thing I want to make soon, is a little junk journal. My junk journals tend to seem to be kind of large, so I want to make a small one, and I have a box for it, but it has curved corners, and I'm not exactly sure how to approach that. I've never really made a journal with curved corners, so I'll have to look that up first before I try and mess with it. But it's this little box. I can't remember what came in it. But it's adorable, and I want to use it. Okay, so there's that. Now we have, I'm just pulling out random advertisements to sew together because I have to sew them all together anyways. So I was thinking of putting these little advertisements up for sale in my shop as well. They look really cute. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. I gotta play with that ruffler foot this weekend for sure. That looks so cute. Minced pies, mince pies. It's adorable. With the little cow, Okay, there's also teeny tiny little embellishments like this one. So teeny tiny. This one is printed out from 6 pages on 1. So you can see this is about an inch tall. It's really tiny. I like sometimes to print them out really tiny. They're the cutest. Here's another one of those that's really tiny. And let's find a flower. Yes, we can put this down in the middle, in the very center. And I'm just gonna do a straight stitch for this one. It doesn't even matter what the length is because it's so tiny. It's so teeny tiny. How many hours a day do you work at this, girl? All day. I'm always here doing something. Of course, I don't work at the fastest pace, but I'm always designing or working, you know what I mean? Like on my store. This is my job. So all day, girl, all day. Dang, I was supposed to do zigzag. Distractions. Okay, so this is adorable. This should be a zigzag stitch. There we go. Okay. There we go. That's much better. That looks really cute. The little flowers around there. If someone would like to be pen pals with, I would like to get writing letters from USA and Canada or Northern country. Send me FB message. Kate, there is a Junk Journals, etc. pen pal group, and there's also a Junk Journal Junkies pen pal group. If you haven't joined them, you should. But definitely, if anybody is looking up for a pen pal, hit up Kate Anderson. I don't know if you want to leave your email, girl, or you can leave your Facebook link too, I think. Well, I'll have to allow it. Okay, so this little, that's going to go right there. That's cute. Oh my God, my knee is itchy. Why is my knee itchy? I need to go. I would like to thank Daisy and everyone else for your help. This is a very cool life. Thank you so much, Cornflower Crafts. Thank you for joining us. So my plan, okay, I didn't tell you guys, my plan is, well, I will feel very happy if I fill this whole thing up by tomorrow. By Friday would be best, which isn't that tomorrow? No, tomorrow's Thursday. So by Friday, I want this whole thing to be full. So that's my goal. That's what I'm working towards. That's pretty much how, when I cut up these flowers, that's how many flowers I cut up. It's like when I fill up a whole bin, I can stop. So that's what I'm working towards. So I'm going to be here quite a while, you guys. Quite a while. I don't know about being live for the whole time, but I'm just going to keep on working. I just wanted to show you guys what kind of collages it is that I'm working on. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow to do some more collaging. I like working live, but of course, I kind of like want to watch TV too. I'm the worst. I know. I like a little music. I'll get in trouble on Facebook if I have music. So, okay. So just see, I have this flower and I can use it the same way, kind of in a lot of ways. Look at this nice little pile. I love it. I love it. Gotta get a little pile going. I have a Silhouette 3 machine, not scan and cut. Do you do files for that? I actually don't. Well, I can get your file in PNG. It's an upgrade in my shop. I cannot tell you specifically if it's going to work for your Silhouette, but I think the Silhouette needs a PNG. I'm not incorrect. I just don't have one, so I don't know what you need specifically, but I can get you JPEG and PNG. They're not transparent. I don't know if you guys need transparent or not. I'm just really unsure. Ooh, this one's going to be pretty with this. I'm not sure. I just try and prep things for my scan and cut, and people have a scan and cut specifically. I don't mention it in my listings, but I think everybody kind of knows I have a scan and cut. And I do mention it when I use my scan and cut. Oh, my sewing machine is not going correctly here. Hang on, I don't know what happened. Something weird just happened. I don't know. Okay, one moment. Okay. This does have an automatic threader. I don't know. I have no explanation as to why I don't use it. I guess I like the struggle. Because by the time you tell me how to do it, like I've already threaded my machine and I'm going. Maybe that's why. By the time somebody explains to me how to do it, I've already done it my way. So this is going to be hard, but we'll see if I can do it. Sewing in a circle is a skill. It is a skill that takes... I'm not even saying I'm doing it right. I don't think I'm doing it right now. I messed up. Ooh, I let it go. Yep, I messed up. But it's okay because it's a light thread. It was going so well, and then it went so bad. Me too. I watch Netflix when I'm working on my journals. Yep, you got to watch Netflix. Are you guys watching the show You? Are you watching the show You? Oh my God. Oh my God. If you're not watching the show You need to watch the show You. It's like basically amazing. It's a little ridiculous, but it's awesome. Teresa, put your question in caps for Daisy to see. Oh my gosh, what am I missing? What is that? Oh, the scan and cut or the show? What is what? What is what? What is what? What am I missing? What am I missing? Hang on, I gotta sneeze, you guys. Oh my God. So me and my husband started watching the show You, and you guys have to watch it. If you guys liked Dexter, you might have a problem with the show. Silhouette, it's easier to do one file for cut off your things you want to cut by machine, not by hand. Yes, you do have to have a certain file. I'm not sure what file it is. If you dampen needle thread, it will draw to it. Okay. This one was going so well, and then it just like slipped out of my hands, but whatever. Whatever, it's fine. Oh. The little teeny tiny ones. Here's this though. This one looks fun. Oh, sometimes I like to cut them in half. Like that. Sometimes you really only see half of it. The other half would have been kind of hidden. So why not cut it in half? Love to fussy cut, but I know what you mean. Yes, I really don't like to fussy cut. If the thing is like maybe a circle or a square, sure. I don't mind cutting it out with scissors, but I cut out these flowers one time by hand, and I loved how they looked in my journal. It's actually one of the first junk journals that I made that I cut them out by hand. And I was like, yeah, no. I was like, this is not for me. What kind of scan and cut machine? I have, mine is called it's a Brothers Scan and Cut. Let me get you a link because I have a link for it too. It's a Brothers Scan and Cut CM350. I have a newer one, but this is the one that I use. And you might be able to find it for cheaper anywhere else online, but just so we are on the same page, that is the link for the one that I have. Just so we all know what we're talking about, I'll leave the link below. Sometimes on Amazon, it's not the cheapest, but again, just so we're on the same ground. Okay, so here, you know what? This would look cute here, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this one. So yeah, you guys should really watch the show You on Netflix. You have a good eye for putting pieces together, Daisy. You greatly influenced my crafting. Thank you for that. Aw, Veronica. I'm just doing my thing, girl, and I'm definitely influenced by everyone else. If you post on Junk Journal Junkies, I have screenshots of a to-do list of things to do from seeing people in Junk Journal Junkies, etc. I will always let you guys know, of course, where I draw inspiration from, because sometimes it's not all me. I can't think of everything, you guys. But I'll point you to who inspired me if that's the case too. So pretty, right? Yeah, so You is a really creepy show. If you don't like creepy shows, don't watch it. I don't like scary things, and it's not the scariest show, but sometimes I have to cover my face. I don't do good with scary stuff. I really don't. I'm such a baby. So we'll put these two together. It's so little, I'm only going to sew on top. And then, of course, I'm going to do more of the words with the flowers. I'm going to make more of these little collages. I just want a straight stitch for this one. See that? Loved using, I like using the clear thread. Well, it's not clear, it's white, but I like using this white thread because you can sew right through things and it's still legible. So that's always great. Let's pick up some more words here before I log off. These words are actually also printed out really small. They're actually huge, but Again, I like to play with the sizes of the printables, so I will always resize things. I usually like to have things printed out in about 2 sizes. Ooh. That was not a zigzag stitch. What was that? That was like a weird straight stitch. But whatever, I got it together. That was supposed to be a number 4 and it went to 3. I don't know how. But it happens. It happens. Just real easy. Okay, you guys, I will be back tomorrow to have more fun with y'all. Chit chat some more. I need to get busy on these collages, and I need to do the dishes as well. I need to do the dishes, which is a more pressing matter. So I need to get to that before I come back to my little table to do more work. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you guys were inspired. I hope you guys check out my shop. If you have flowers, pull them out. If you have little postcards, reprint them tinier because they look so cute, printed out tiny. What kind of paper am I sewing on? I was sewing mostly on cardstock. The flowers are cardstock, and the printables that I print out are cardstock. These right here were just regular printer paper, writing paper, book paper. So these are thinner papers, again, which is why I use the really wide stitches on that. And on the smaller ones, these are cardstock, so I can use the narrower stitches. So yeah, I need to get my little pile going on here. You guys know how I like to see a little pile going on. You guys, yes, Lori, please message me so I can send you that journal. And you guys, I hope you guys have a good day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Leave me a little comment, leave me a little like, subscribe if you haven't. I'm always here doing something junk journal related. So I'll be back, you guys, tomorrow. Bye. Boo boo, say bye, boo boo. Boo boo, say bye, boo boo. Boo boo says bye.